What is up, everybody? Welcome back after the huddle. So as always, it's your boy Jacob, Jared to my left. Got my boy Joe in town.
How y'all doing, folks? Thanks for having me.
Came to say what's up.
Hell yeah.
Figured he can hop on. Fashionably late fans. Yeah, I know we are. Aren't we always? Shit.
Yeah.
Shit, we took a little hiatus after the season, little vacation from after the huddle. I had a lot of work, a lot of stuff going on. Me and his schedule just wasn't matching up correctly like we wanted to. So, but it is what it is. We're here now. We did a recording for the Super Bowl reaction. I've been chopping it up, trying to learn how to do the video editing stuff. So, we'll see how it goes from there.
Before y'all hop into it, though, what y'all think about the Super Bowl? Because like a lot of people were saying like the Super Bowl was capped.
I mean,
no, bro.
I'm not gonna say it's cap. I mean, do I feel like they let them play a little bit? Yeah, I mean, no holding penalties on the Chiefs the last 3 Super Bowls is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And then they were the most penalized holding team in the league this year to get 0 in the bowl against somebody like Nick Bosa. I do not believe. I'm sorry, but they let them play.
Yeah. Like from the parts that I was like trying to do my investigation on the Cappery.
On the Cappery.
My investigations on the Cappery, from what I saw, it did look like some people were acting and not playing. It looked like a screenplay on some parts. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
like from the Cappery angle.
At the end of the day, it's entertainment.
Right.
I mean,
right.
do I feel like the refs, influence the game? They do it in every sport.
Then that's a big game,
Yeah,
a lot of people watching. There's a lot of money on the line.
Hey, that's Joe Dizzle in the building.
Devin, what it do? I was just talking about you yesterday, bro.
Joe was in town. Wanted to come say what's up, so we're just kicking it. What's up, Dwayne? What's up, man?
Dwayne,
good to see you.
What it do, Dwayne?
That's how one of the dudes I play PlayStation with.
Oh, that's
cool
cat.
That's yeah. They stay down in
My boy's got this.
Yeah, where you stay at? Is it Tampa? Tampa, y'all live by? He a Dolphins fan. It's kind of crazy.
Okay. Shout out Florida.
At least he's in the same state as his team.
He's doing his thing, man.
Right.
You guys, what's up, man? What's up, fantasy? Yeah, we a little bit late, but better late than never, I guess. Tampa. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was Tampa.
So, at least he's in the same status as his team. Unlike us, he's in the fucking South.
Bro,
right.
Yeah, Northeast lovers.
I see you still a New England fan, J Red.
Oh yeah, look at the carrot that man got on.
And stay patrioted out.
All right.
As long as we're going back 10 years, yeah.
Obviously, I know everybody wanted to talk to me about this and get my reaction on it. So, yes, Saquon Barkley leaves the Giants to go sign with the Eagles. I was not a fan of just letting him walk like that. I really wish if you had planned to not get a deal done and you should have traded him last season, and like before the trade deadline last season, took the L. Get a better draft pick because you're not going to win a lot of games. But he got paid. Yeah, he did get paid. I mean, what was it, like 26 million guaranteed, 44 million, something like that, 45 million contract,
something like that. I mean, look what he's going from, though, from like y'all's offensive line to one of the best offensive lines in the fucking league. He's gonna be out for blood, dude.
Yeah, he's got a 3-year, $37.75 million contract, includes $26 million at signing. So,
what did he say? 26 mil?
Yeah.
Oh, so he doing a damn
thing.
Yeah,
he got paid big time. Yes, I'm sad he's gone. Do I blame him? No, I don't blame him. Chase Kelsey's now come back to the Eagles. It's funny. They did their show after he did that, and he said that. He's like, of course, Howie's going to make a move like this when I retire,
Right.
He said he's not coming back. So he said his decision on retirement is final. But they got a guy that's backing him up. That's he's not as good. You know, Travis. I mean, Jason Kelsey is a Hall of Famer. So is Travis, but Jason Kelsey for sure is a Hall of Famer.
Speaking of Jason, I saw his combine tape today.
It's still hard to get that production back. His combine tape.
Yeah, I saw his combine tape today. It was interesting because I was going through like the YouTube shorts and everything, and his combine thing popped up. We're in a 4.9 in the 40.
That's pretty good at his size. That's crazy.
Yep,
that's the same thing Cat Williams.
Cat Williams running, but he running. Yeah, you figure when he ran the combine, it was how long was Jason Kelsey in the league? 12 years,
something like that.
12, 13, something like that. So you got to figure he was 20, 21 years old at the time. Cat was 50, and Cat's like 52, 53 running that shit.
Right,
Right.
Kelsey got drafted.
I thought,
yeah, he got drafted late.
I thought he got undrafted. I thought he went undrafted.
I'm pretty sure he got drafted late. I want to say it was either third or fourth round. Let me see.
Cozy would know this better than we would.
Yeah. If Cozy was here, sixth round. He was a 6th round draft pick. So, so is Travis Kelce, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't Travis Kelce a late round draft pick as well?
I don't know what he was.
I'm pretty sure he was about around the same as his brother.
I don't think they came out in the same year, did they?
No. Travis Kelce's younger. He's selected in the third round. So he's a little bit higher than his brother, but still, I mean, they're both Hall of Famers. It worked out for him, for both of them. It's crazy. But yes, I'm sad Saquon left. I liked the pieces that we pulled in. We pulled in John Runyon Jr., huge guard from the Packers, who Packers developed good offensive linemen. So I'm happy with that decision. Trading for Brian Burns. Brian Burns signed an extension, a 4-year extension with them. So we got him locked up with Kayvon for the rest of both of their contracts. They're locked up. Deonte Banks is still there. Our defense looks good. We got a new offensive line coach, the one from the Raiders. So, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, he can be a little bit better than what we had, because our offensive line coach, offensive line coach is terrible. Sam Darnold taking the Vikings to the promised land. I don't see that happening. I will say this though: if you can't make it work with an offense like that, with Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson and KJ Osborne and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure they're going to go draft a running back.
Aaron Jones.
I think. They have Aaron Jones over there, but they only got him for 1 year, right?
Yeah.
I could see them going to draft a running back, maybe develop a running back as a secondary guy. I would look at maybe them going in the 2nd round, Blake Corum.
Okay.
That man had the same amount of reps as a tackle in the bench press.
You see, like, all right, when they do these trades and drafts, right? Do you think it's hard for a player to keep playing for the love of the game or the sport when all this money is involved? And like, say you already done developed the team chemistry where you at, then boom, you get drafted for this undeniable offer, right? Do you think it's hard for them to still play for the love of the sport and for their skill, or do you think it gets a little bit blurry?
Well, the NFL at the end of the day is a business. The NFL is a business. So, do I think that there's some love lost? And fantasy football said, it depends on the person.
Right.
It really does depend on the person. Some people can maintain that love and do it for the love of the game,
right?
And at the same time, still want to make that money. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So I see where you're coming from, though. What Alex say? That guard hasn't missed games in years. I hope so, bro, because we need consistent offensive linemen. Our offensive line has been trash for the last 5-6 years. It's been god awful. So, Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm really excited. We picked up him. We picked up another tackle from the Raiders. So we're hoping. I'm hoping they move Evan Neal from tackle to guard. He doesn't want to, but I think that's his best decision because he's not fit to. He's not fast enough with his footwork to guard these guys on the edge. They're terrible. Thoughts on Wan'Dale this year? He needs to take a leap. But to be honest with you, the offense as a whole needs to take a leap. You
Fair
know?
enough.
And it's hard when you have somebody like Daniel Jones back there, and he doesn't have time because there's no protection, and then he holds onto the ball too long and doesn't make a throw because he's scared to throw an interception. It's terrible.
Now, from your fan perspective, since y'all have the 6th pick, right? I've seen y'all trading up to get a quarterback, and y'all staying put to get a quarterback. Which one do you feel it happens the most? Do you think you trade up, or do y'all think y'all stay put? Because there's a chance y'all draft Malik Neighbors at 6.
I think if we hadn't gone and got Brian Burns, I think we would have traded him. I think we would have traded up. But the fact that we gave up that second, well, the 5th round pick is next year, so that's also good. But we had 2 seconds this year, and we gave up 1 for Brian Burns. So I'm okay with that. And we paid him a lot of money. Lock over Jones. I mean,
no comment.
Jones is at least more athletic. I'll say that.
You're talking about
More
Drew
athletic than, yeah. But I mean, Jones issue mainly is the fact that he can't read a defense. Like he cannot read a defense to save his life, literally, because he's getting killed in the backfield. So when he drops back and he's trying to read the defense as the play's developing, but you need to read that shit before the play happens. You need to think about what they're already in and read the defense before the play happens and make the proper adjustments at the line. He's not capable of that. I was
going to say also, too, needs to strengthen the line, too. That way, if he can't adjust that fast, he strengthen his line. That way, they give him time to.
Well, but that's been the issue. Yeah. Is that we've had second and third string receivers as our starters. You know, no number one. We don't have a true number one. Mm-hmm. Our offensive line is garbage. And on top of that, Daniel Jones can't read a defense.
Right.
And you might be losing Darren Waller.
Why do you think we're a bottom 5 offense in the league? Because of that shit.
What's going on, Donnie?
What's up, Donald? Yeah, no, it's a combination of all those things that has made our offense so bad.
Right.
And then the defense could be better statistically if our offense didn't give the ball back in short fields, 3 and outs, stuff like that. Brady knew he was throwing the ball to before. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, he read the defense pre-snap, sees where the holes are, and then adjusts, and then boom, it's there.
Yep.
Daniel Jones just doesn't have that pocket presence or the IQ to do it. But you paid this man $41 million. Pisses me off.
Do you think it's a bad fit for him and Gable?
I don't think that the offensive scheme is the issue. There's not enough talent on the offense.
Well,
we have talented guys on the defense. Deontay Banks, Kayvon Thibodeau, Bobby Okereke, Adoree Jackson's still pretty decent. We had Xavier McKinney. He's gone now, but we did pick up Jalen Mills in free agency. So we'll see how that goes. Although, yeah, we did pick up Jalen Mills. We'll see how that works out. Padlock or Jason Pinnock. He's the other safety over there right now, and he had a pretty good year last year. So we'll see how he develops going forward. So we have talent on the defensive side, but when your offense isn't helping your defense, it makes that defense look worse because they're so tired.
Right.
They're out there all the time.
Right. They're supposed to defend, and then the offense, y'all supposed to
you got to hold but you can't just go 3 and out 5 straight drives and think, okay, well, the defense is going to save us. Right. You can't do that. You got to put points on the board.
You put too much extra work on it.
Exactly.
Tiring them out too fast.
We just don't have the talent on offense. So I do like Wan'Dale, though. I do think he's a good slot guy. But I've been saying this for I don't know how many years. The Giants need a big, physical number 1 receiver. A guy who's 6'3", 6'4", can go get those. I've been saying for the longest that they need to trade for T. Higgins. That's who I want. I want T. Higgins on that team. because I think T.
Fair enough.
Higgins with those slot guys makes a deadly combination of wide receivers, because now you have to worry about the possession guy, and you can get those little playmakers into those open spaces in zone, and they can beat them off of man.
Okay.
But the biggest problem is that we have not created separation on the wide receivers. So Daniel Jones is so hesitant to throw the ball that he holds on for it too long, and the offensive line can't hold up. Yeah, it crumbles. So
by the time he ready to make his decision, he already then got sacked, or he already under heavy pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mike Williams, I would not mind. I would actually love for them to, if he can stay healthy though, because he has been had an injury bug over the last like 4 seasons, three or 4 seasons. He's had an injury bug. So I would actually like that. I wouldn't mind them going to get Mike. That would be a huge pickup in my mind if it's for the right price. You feel me? It can't be. You can't overpay for this guy.
You're also getting him off an injury too.
Because he's like, I think he's like 29 years old. If I'm not mistaken, about to hit his 30. So I think maybe a 2-year deal for him, I think would be perfect. Go get a 2-year deal with him, and then go draft. I wouldn't mind drafting Neighbors. Now, if we did trade up, I would love to go get Jaden Daniels. That's who I would go get, the LSU quarterback.
Okay.
That's been the guy that I've been looking at. Like, if he can build up a frame, especially he's young, you got to let him build up his body. You know what I'm saying? To his athletic prime, and
he's still fresh.
Exactly. But his IQ level and his decision making is really good. But what's up?
I would say you want to move on to the next signing.
Yeah. The next big signing that I saw, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry to the Ravens. Derrick Henry going to the Ravens. Here's one thing that I saw a perspective of this, and I want to get your thoughts on it. The Ravens were already the number 1 rushing team in the league.
And I've heard this before, dude, but continue.
It's just, how much better does that make? Now, do you look at is it more to upgrade the running game for like a ground and pound type deal, or is it more so that you can get more open spaces for Lamar, get more looks at the wide receivers for Lamar, because you have to worry about Derrick Henry in that backfield? Now, J.K. Dobbins isn't no scrub, but he's no Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry post Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry is the best running back of our time.
Fair enough.
You see, but the thing is, though, you kind of got to put a little focus on the receivers, simply because you put a lot of pressure on a tailback or running back. He's getting gassed out just to score.
But they have
receivers. They all the way in the outfield.
No, I agree.
Waiting to score.
Closer to the. Definitely agree. Definitely, it's just the Ravens. They have a committee. So they have Derrick Henry there now. You still got J.K. Dobbins. You still got Gus Edwards. So they have a committee where you can substitute those guys in and out. So they're not. It's not all on Derrick Henry to do. And then on top of that, Lamar Jackson, for the past I think since he's been in the league, Lamar Jackson has led that team in rushing yards every year. So it's not even the running backs that are doing the most work.
I think Gus left. I think Gus walked.
Oh, did Gus leave? How many?
I think so.
But a lot of those, and that'll help them. Derrick Henry taking over that goal line situation, because Gus Edwards was getting those goal line touchdowns. So if Gus is gone, then you still got a good tandem. I still think if J.K. Dobbins can stay healthy, though, that's been his issue. And of late, Derrick Henry. So with the Ravens, it's health, I think. But I'll tell you, the biggest thing was Dobbins about to go to Dallas. That would be interesting. Okay. I didn't know Dobbins was a free agent. I thought he still had 1 more year left on his contract. About to go to Dallas. Gus signed with the Chargers. That's actually a good pick from them.
They also got Dalvin Cook too. I don't know. Unless they
Dalvin Cook's still there.
Unless they only gave him a 1-year deal last year. I mean, yeah.
I think they did, to be honest with you, if I'm not mistaken.
Ravens, they had that young, fast running back.
Ravens have that young. Mitchell, right? Is it Mitchell? Is that his name?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. You're right. You are right. I forgot about him specifically. Man, I think he got hurt. Didn't he get hurt at one point in the season last year? He was out.
Yeah.
I mean, the running backs for them have always been hurt. Yeah. So, but Yeah, that's the last one left. Okay. Yeah. See. Okay.
He's like, yeah, that's it. After this,
That's it.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Yo, SOL.
But yeah, I mean, look at where these running backs are going. A lot of running backs have switched. Saquon's gone to a new team. Henry's at a new team. Austin Eckler at a new team. Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins going to a new team.
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon on the tech. A lot of these running backs have just been switched to new teams. You feel me? So it's going to be Austin Eckler going to the Commanders. That's another one. You know. So it'll be interesting to see how this works this season. Commanders, I think the Commanders now have the best running back tandem in the league.
Alex, we could talk about Dallas in a minute, so stick around.
Literally, the next topic is Dallas. So it's just hold tight real quick.
Yeah, I went and looked something up for it too, so I got you.
But Alex actually sent a meme that was out there. It said best running back tandem for like an hour and a half when they had Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones, and then they released Aaron Jones. But now, because they did that, well, I was just gonna say, because they did that, I think Washington now has the best running back tandem in the league. Yeah, Austin Eckler and Brian Robinson is crazy.
Fair enough.
What about
you got more?
Who have y'all signed Antonio Gibson, who was the former Washington running back. So now you have Stevenson and Gibson back.
He used to apparently play wide receiver too, but I never seen him play wide receiver in the league. So it must have been in college or in high school. So
yeah. Who the hell signed Gibson? That was the Patriots, yeah. And he's had a bad fumbling problem for the past couple years.
Yeah.
You know? So I want to see how that works out for them. I'm not a huge fan of that signing, but
I'm not mad at it, but I'm not ecstatic about it, you know?
Yeah, no, I understand. Hence the laughing my ass off. Oh yeah, man. It was that I didn't really agree with that move, but you know,
it is what it is.
That's what the Patriots do. They hire mediocre guys and expect everything to lift above expectation.
Now let me ask you this though: like even with a mediocre setup, do you think with the right coaching, there still could be work or potential done?
Absolutely.
Even with the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but at that point, you got to have the right coaching. Who's y'all's coach now? You just got a new coach. Who's y'all's?
Our offensive coach or our head coach?
No, your head coach.
Oh, Gerard Mayo.
Yeah, Gerard Mayo's the head coach now.
Who's a former player too.
Former player for the New England Patriots as well.
So you kind of know the infrastructure.
Yeah. So, but who's y'all's offensive coordinator now?
Alex Van Pelt, who was the OC in Cleveland, but I mean he didn't really. I guess he didn't really call plays, but I mean still.
No, that's Kevin Stefanski's forte is the offensive play calling. So I know Kevin's the one over there still doing it. Yeah. But all right, let's move on to the craziest story I think of free agency. What the fuck are the Cowboys doing?
Well, here
they have not made a single move and have lost everybody. What were you saying now?
Before we move into the Cowboys part, this would probably explain why the Cowboys have not made a move. This is how much cap space they have.
$2 million in cap space. That's it.
Yeah.
In effective cap space, they only have $800.
Damn,
that's
very low. They misappropriating.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
So let's say, I think right when I looked this up, they said they could save like 65, million by not extending Dak. How do you feel about that?
What are you gonna do at quarterback then?
Exactly.
And this is the problem with paying people like you pay them when you make them the highest paid guys. Okay, so you got CeeDee Lamb, you're paying him. Okay, you let Tony Pollard walk, but Tony Pollard said he'll come back for a discount.
But he still walked.
Still got to pay Dak. You're going to eventually have to pay Micah Parsons.
And CD.
You know what I mean? You still got Stephon Gilmore back there. What's his fucking name? Diggs.
Yeah.
Trayvon Diggs. Still going to have to pay. Like you got all this talent. Don't get me wrong, but you're coming up to a part where you have to pay all these people big money, and you can't just pay everybody.
Right.
You can't.
Because on top of it being entertainment and their passion, this is their job. This is how they take care of their family
Exactly.
too. So it's like when you playing with the money, that's going to affect the work ethic too. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, oh, y'all trying to play, you know, but y'all want my full potential, but I'm not getting my full potential's worth. You can't put a price on talent, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you
when
mean.
people are talented, you know, the millions of dollars and stuff, that's just little compensation.
Yeah.
But it's like you can't put a price on real raw talent.
No, I got you.
You know.
Is he really going back to Dallas fantasy, or are you just saying that? Because if he's going back to Dallas, that's interesting.
Yeah, you got to pay so many people, bro. It's fucking insane. You're gonna have to pay a lot of people. You know, and what are you doing? What are you doing at your linebacker position with Van Der Esch and all them guys? You know, you got Jake Ferguson now, who's emerging as a tight end. You might have to eventually pay him in a couple seasons. Like, it's just they have all this talent and no cap space whatsoever. So, you know, and then they're talking about you
think they're doing it like that on purpose, though?
I don't think it's like that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just think, you know, they have all these guys who are so talented. You have all these guys who are so talented. You just don't know who to pay. So when you pay one, you're sitting there like, oh fuck, now we gotta let this guy go. You know,
politics, yeah.
So it what you think is the strongest way to build your team. Me personally, when I do it in Madden, I go offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive line is the most important in my opinion.
Protection,
yeah. Offensive line is the most important position in football. I don't care what anybody says. They could talk about quarterback, but a quarterback ain't shit if you don't have offensive line. Ask Joe Burrow. Yeah. That's why that motherfucker's out. So offensive line is the number one priority in the NFL, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Then comes quarterback. Those are the top two. Outside of that, defensive line, especially pass rushing. Especially, and then in Madden, I wouldn't really do it because pass rushing is a little bit harder. You can just double team people unless you have people all over the line. That's the only way. But you also need at least one strong corner and one strong safety. Not like a strong safety, but like a good safety.
Yeah,
at least two guys on the back end that can actually. I think he's died.
Get that thing and run with it.
Yeah, he's died. I gotta hold on real quick, Jay.
Oh, you good? Your headphones died.
They did. But it's all good. We'll make it work. Excuse me. But anyway, like I was saying, what was I saying?
You're talking about thriving.
Oh yeah. You definitely need. So like I said, offensive line, quarterback, pass rush in the NFL. Those are the three. Those are the top three. If you don't have nothing of that, then everything else is bogus.
Mm-hmm.
So, because a good pass rush will make a bad secondary look good. Just ask the Eagles from 2 seasons ago.
Fair enough.
Repeat that. You said a good what?
A good pass rush that creates pressure on a quarterback quickly and can handle getting to a quarterback and pressuring him with just 4 guys and dropping 7 back in coverage. It can make your secondary, the guys back covering the wide receivers, it can make them look good because the pressure forces bad passes, forces bad decision making, forces them in behind the sticks where they get sacked for 7-8 yards. Now it's 3rd and 17, and they got to throw the ball deep.
Right, like they ain't no running that.
Exactly,
you're gonna exhaust yourself.
So pressure, in my opinion, can bust pipes.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that those 3 positions. I mean, people say all the time, "Oh, the quarterback's the most important position," and I can understand that. I get that, but at the same time, we've seen it multiple times. These good quarterbacks come in, good guys, and they get hurt. But what's up? What's the poll? What's the poll? I want to know. I want to click on a button that makes me a part of the poll.
What's the word, fantasy football addict?
Oh man.
Let me
You can't
find
press
out he's
the
not
button.
addicted to fantasy football. Though.
Let me find out he's not addicted. My man's better be making a spreadsheet
right?
in the off season. That's how addicted I want him to be.
When he's on his break
Watch.
at work.
On his break, just what you doing over there, fam?
Oh,
Writing
right.
down the scores from last year, trying to get the top 10 for each position.
We'll answer this question right now. Fantasy.
Who's
how many
winning the
leagues are you
AFC
in?
South after free agency moves?
I think I'm gonna go with Houston.
The only thing that has upset me about Houston is that they haven't gone after like
A wide receiver.
a wide receiver. It's kind of frustrating.
Fair enough.
And I don't want them to do to CJ Stroud what I think is happening with like Daniel Jones. Now, don't get me wrong, CJ Stroud is better than Daniel Jones is, but they didn't put enough on the outside around him. Now, Nico Collins has emerged as a pretty good guy.
Yeah,
but
you got Tank Dell coming back from injury.
Do
They
you
re-signed Noah Brown.
Do you think that Nico is a number one guy?
No, I feel like they can get. Let's say they go get T. Higgins, right? Your wide receiver core will go T. Higgins, Nico Collins, Tank Dell. That's your top three right there.
That would be insane.
That's your starting three. So I mean,
Tank Dell looked pretty good last year too. He got some speed to him.
Yeah, before injury, and the injury might fuck with him because I think it was a broken leg or something like that.
That's
so,
tough.
Yeah, it wasn't good when it happened. So, but we shall see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. If I had to go just based off of what I've seen in free agency,
it's definitely a topic where the points can be.
Yeah, I'd probably go Texans. Mike T would sound good with that. Hold on a minute. Definitely a topic where points can be made for Texans. Not the Titans. I don't think the Titans are in the conversation. The Titans are in a rebuild right now. Garrick Henry's gone. They have a second year QB coming in who's coming off of an okay season. I mean, Will Levis wasn't all that. So, but Will Levis isn't going to look good either. This is what I'm talking about. You can take these guys and they could be even a little bit promising, but if you don't put the talent around them, then they're going to look like shit.
Right.
Yeah. At least now he's got two.
Earlier, and it was talking about the same thing.
Yeah. At least he's got two route runners to throw the ball to, in DeAndre Hopkins and Calvin Ridley.
That is true. I think them getting Calvin out there, it was big opposite of D-Hop, but D-Hop is a little bit older. It'd be interesting to see what they do at running back, but don't they got that Spears guy?
Well, they got Tony Pollard too.
And so they got Tony Pollard and Tyjae Spears. So I think that they'll be okay as far as that. Their offensive line is kind of lackluster. Their defense is hurting bad. They have nobody on defense. Yeah. They got rid of all their core pieces on defense. So
their safety Bynard's gone. He signed somewhere. I don't know if Justin Simmons. I don't know. Jeffrey Simmons. I don't know if he's still there.
Yeah, Justin Simmons is the safety for the Broncos.
Yeah, he got cut too.
Yeah, Mike T sounds good with that. I ain't gonna lie. You talk about with the Texans. I think that would be a good fit. Take some pressure off him, but does he actually want to play? You know what I mean? I mean, this man stole money from the Saints.
Hold on. Let me find it.
This man was literally stealing money, bro. This man is the Ben Simmons of football.
Why you say that?
Because Ben Simmons is the same thing. That man will come in, play 2 games. Oh, I'm hurt. I can't play.
Yeah.
And in the NBA, everything's guaranteed over there.
Right.
Somebody was asking me the other day, do you think that NFL should have fully guaranteed contracts? And I said, fuck no.
Yeah, Pollard ain't shit.
I don't think Tony Pollard's all that great either. I mean, did y'all see that? Was it when it comes to legalized bank robbing? I'm the best. Look at the ski mask, guy.
Right.
The pooch.
Right. When it comes to...
I think it'd have been funny if they would have had a Pooh Shiesty mask on him. Right. That shit would have been hilarious. Not more than Johnny. Oh no, I don't. Well, actually, a lot more technically, because we're gonna cut him after this season. and it's not going to affect our cap space too much. So I'm happy about that. Well, I just got one more season of his bitch ass, and then he gone, and we can look to a new leader.
By the end of that one season, he probably done secured the bag already.
Well, no, you're right. He's securing money. Yeah. He's definitely got his paper, but I'm telling you right now, Daniel Jones after next season, I guarantee y'all is never going to be a starter in the NFL. He's never going to be a starter again.
More money for a franchise.
Who stole more money, Mike T or Ben Simmons? Oh, it's got to be Ben Simmons because like I said, all those contracts are fully guaranteed. It's got to be Ben Simmons. Regardless, this man didn't have to do shit, and he getting paid 100% of that contract.
And that's the way bank robbing is done.
That's the way bank robbing is done. You get the whole thing, not just part of it.
Right. Smooth criminal.
Literally Michael Jackson style.
Right. Moonwalked.
You get paid to not play. Exactly.
You get paid not.
But outside of that, any of the signings that come to mind? Oh, Bobby Wagner went to Bobby Wagner went to Commanders. So
yeah, I saw that.
But hey, y'all see my dynasty? How y'all looking at your free agency?
Oh, he's talking about our dynasty.
Yeah, we haven't really made any dynasty moves just yet. We've been talking about them.
Hold on.
What's this? Fantasy football?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, y'all got a team? Y'all got a league?
Yeah, me and Jake run a team together.
All right. And y'all be playing against Devin?
No, I don't think. No, Devin's not.
Devin's in a different league.
No, okay.
Yeah, him and Jake are playing a league together, I believe. But
I'm in a league, not in the dynasty league that he's in. I'm in a different league with him.
Mm-hmm.
But we still do our thing.
Right,
it's a good league. Good league. Yet to have back-to-back champions since I've been in there, so it's a good league.
Yeah, we haven't made much moves.
I'm just saying. Back-to-back. We haven't had a back-to-back champion since I've been in there. I don't think they've had a back-to-back champion at all since they started it. But I could be wrong. Hold on. I got you. 1 second. There we go. I'm just waiting for it to upload now.
What you doing?
I wanted to show you this. Cap, I've been in the league for 3 years. Thank you very much. 3 years. All right. Trying to shoot me down like that. That's cold-blooded, bro.
And how many of you won? How many has Devin won?
Since I've been in it, Devin hasn't won anything since I've been in there.
Damn.
But this is Devin's team. So he's got Jalen Hurts, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Michael Pittman Jr., Garrett Wilson, Kyle Pitts, DJ Moore, Jacoby Myers, Dalton Schultz, and the Pittsburgh defense. How you feeling about that after free agency? I said you ain't won since I've been in there. That's what I said. Or did I say he didn't win at all? If I meant that, well, he hasn't won since I've been in there. That's all I know. I haven't won it either, but he hasn't either.
Run his team down again because I can't even see the names.
So you got Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Derrick Henry. Saquon Barkley. Michael Pittman Jr. Garrett Wilson. Kyle Pitts. DJ Moore. Jacoby Myers. Dalton Schultz. Steelers defense.
The Barkley. What was the other running back?
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, see them two right there. That I think their value went up because they went from the last team they was with to a better offense and a better offensive line. Because you got Derrick Henry going to the Ravens, who they're almost a run first team. Derrick Henry very well could be looking at 2,000 yards this year. Same thing with Saquon. If that offensive line stays healthy and he stays healthy,
Yeah.
that Saquon could get close to 2,000. So, yeah, and then Pittman coming back is only going to make it a little bit better.
Yeah. I've been in the league 3 years. 3 years, Devin. I took 4th place my first season, and then 5th place my second season, and then 8th place this last season. I've been going down. I had a bad year this year. A lot of injuries. A lot of close ones that I should have won too. But no, I think it's a good team. I'm not gonna lie. Is there a 10-man league, Devin? Because you got some players over there.
Hurry up and pick up the G-Ski when
Jasecki, when he signed with the Bengals, especially with T going somewhere. Yeah, I think it's all. Do they still have what's his name? What's his name over there? Their tight end.
Where?
At Cincinnati.
Oh, Tanner Hudson?
Yes.
I believe so, but he's been trending downwards on our fantasy thing.
Okay, no, I was thinking Hayden Hurst.
Oh no, he
went to Carolina, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
I'm gonna say he wasn't there last year.
Yeah. 10-man league. Yeah, I figured it was a 10-man league. Yeah, I was thinking Hurst too. Yeah, I think that's a good solid squad. I'm not gonna lie. Even for a 10-man league, it's a solid squad. If I were you, I would try to upgrade at wide receiver if you could. But outside of that, I think your team is fine. I think if you go to upgrade your wide receivers, I think that would probably be your best bet. That's the only thing I could see wrong with this team. It also
DJ Moore
depends
might take a hit.
It also depends on, does Aaron Rodgers play the full season next year? How does Garrett Wilson look with that? How does Kyle Pitts look with Kirk Cousins at quarterback and a new head coach? I think Saquon's going to have a good year. I think Derrick Henry will have a pretty decent year. It's just my main issue is just your wide receivers. DJ Moore, I think, is still a good guy to have because they'll either still have Justin Fields or Caleb Williams.
Jacoby might be interesting.
Yeah, who's going to be their quarterback?
That's why I'm saying that, because Jimmy got cut. Well, so they got Aiden O'Connell, they got Gardner Minshew. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know who they're. Yeah. Yes, wide receiver, rookie QB. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Deontay Johnson's thoughts, NFL fantasy wise. NFL wise, I don't think it does anything. To be honest with you, I mean, are we really going to say that the Panthers are going to win any more games than they won last year? Maybe 1 or 2, but they haven't done anything significant enough for me to think that they'll win any more games than they did this past year. Maybe besides 1 or 2 more, because Bryce will take a leap. You know what I mean? Bryce Young will take a leap, and they have a new head coach and stuff, so it might be a little bit better. But the talent wise, they don't have no talent, and they just got rid of Brian Burns. You see, you feel me? So their defense took their defense took a huge hit. Fantasy wise, I think he'll have a better season than he did last year. I will say that.
I think it's the same, to be honest with you.
No, they didn't do shit offensively throwing the ball. He's had 1 touchdown in 2 years over there. I think he'll be better. Yeah, I think he's like 1 or 2 touchdowns in 2 years. So, and he had 0 touchdowns last year. So, I would. No, well, not this past season, 2 seasons ago, I guess you could say he had 0 touchdowns then. We talked about that. Remember, we talked about how Deontay Johnson hadn't had a touchdown his whole career until like week 6, I think, of last season.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So I think he'll be better in that aspect as far as fantasy. I think you can upgrade him on your board but not a huge leap. Just a few spots. I'd put him over some different guys depending on where he was beforehand.
In real life, do you think he has potential to leap up higher and into his potential, or potential to get cut and traded off for being dead weight?
That's a good question.
And shoot, he might be dead weight to them, but he might actually be
I think
some moves if he was
that's what I was about to say. I think it all comes down to the play of Bryce Young, and the play of that Carolina offense, because that Carolina offense has not been that great,
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, new head coach, new stuff coming in, new year. Everybody's hopeful at the beginning of the year, even bad teams,
Right.
What Devin say? How y'all think Watson gonna do with a full year? I honestly forgot who they picked up for wide receiver.
I don't remember who they did, but I know Jameis Winston went there.
Yeah, James. I know Winston's gonna be their backup now. What was he saying? Cleveland.
I know they signed somebody in like.
Oh yeah. I forgot Fancy. I don't know if he's still in here, but I saw they signed Joe Flacco today.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Colts signed Flacco today. I forgot to bring that up to him.
You need to go ahead and let it go. Old Flacco.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who they.
Oh, Jerry Jeudy. That's who they got. They got Jerry Jeudy. That's who they got, Devin, was Jerry Jeudy. So, I mean, he'll benefit. I'm not going to lie. He'll benefit from that because he has Amari Cooper over there now.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And Amari Cooper is a number one guy. So, he'll benefit from that. And Nick Chubb will be back next season. So I expect their offense to be better than what it was this year.
Did you know this?
Well, fun fact, and I think it changes this year, but Josh Jacobs does not have a receiving touchdown in his career. I don't doubt that. I mean, you play with Derek Carr, and that Raiders offense doesn't really play to like a receiver like a running back out the backfield catching the ball. Like they don't do like those type of plays a lot. It's more, and on top of that, you got Adams out there, so you're looking for him as a go-to blanket. You lost Waller last season, but then also on top of that, you don't have a guy at quarterback that you can fully trust right now. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes, but I think with Jordan Love, like you said, I do think that changes this season. I agree with that. And Flacco, we trust. I love that.
Yeah, I think Josh Jacobs going to Green Bay is going to help him out tremendously.
Oh yeah, that's a big pickup for Green Bay. Jeudy, Amari Cooper, David Njoku. It's a pretty good core. I'm not, like I said, and Nick Chubb in the backfield. So, excuse me. So it's great to see that. It's great to see that. I want to see Cleveland do something. 197 receptions and not one touchdown is crazy. I don't disagree with that, but he's a runner first. He's a running guy. He's a guy that you can give the ball to 20 times a game and trust that he's going to get decent, good numbers.
Yeah.
He's not. Yeah. I don't look at Josh Jacobs and be like, the first thought process is dual threat. I look at Josh Jacobs and I'm like, that man's going to run downhill regardless of what's going on. So, he's not like Eckler. Eckler's different. Christian McCaffrey's different. Saquon's different. So.
And it's gonna be really interesting to see Derrick Henry in the Baltimore's offense, especially with Patrick Ricard as the fullback, where you got 300 pounds of fucking players running at you at full speed.
I will say this though, Ravens have lost some people on that defensive side of the ball. Patrick Queen gone now.
Yeah, Geno Stone.
Yeah, Patrick Queen's gone. Jadeveon Clowney, who had a big season, he's a free agent. Kyle Van Noy, he's a free agent.
I've seen something about Clowney getting looked at with somebody. I don't remember who it was.
And on top of that, the Ravens lost their defensive coordinator. from this past season. So I mean, we're talking all about this Ravens offense, but we're not looking at the other side of the ball and how worse they've gotten after losing some players. I still think their secondary is going to be pretty good. You still got Roquan Smith, don't get me wrong, but Jadeveon Clowney, Kyle Van Noy, Patrick Queen is a huge loss in my opinion.
Yeah.
And like I said, Jadeveon Clowney had a career year this past season. Kyle Van Noy looked pretty good behind all that as well. So it's interesting to see where they go defensively. They might attack defense in the draft, which is what I think they will do.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think Marlon Humphreys is going too.
I can't speak on if that's true or not. I do not know. So I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
But
I seen
all right,
some.
any other signings you can think of?
Do what?
Any other signings you can think of?
No, but I will say this: Matt Judon is a horrible GM, according to all of our New England, fan base on Twitter. I seen a post today that said Matt Judon is the worst GM for us. He is 0 for 100 on signings.
0 for 100 is wild.
Matt Judon, not our GM, the player.
He's only trying to get the best of the best. If it's 0
GM.
out of 100,
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
0 out of 100 is wild.
See, he plays to win, not for the love of the sport. He wants to win.
Yeah, it's wild, bro. Because some players want to go play with other players on certain teams, and he's talking to Marlon Humphreys. He told Calvin Ridley, he's like, "Yeah, come to New England."
Don't nobody want to go up to New England, bro.
I mean, it's
not one TD.
It's hard when you don't have. It's hard when you don't have a quarterback to throw the ball to you and shit like that.
Well, hold on now. I sent you that video earlier, bro. There's some truth to that. Mac Jones had a promising first rookie season. They looked pretty good under Mac Jones after that rookie season. And I even told you when we were doing this podcast going into his second year, hey, I think they take a step up. And then what happens? They put Matt Patricia at offensive coordinator, who's a defensive coordinator guy. And then on top of that,
we signed the Rouse's version of
then you have
receivers.
no talent. You have no talent on the outside. You give them Juju, Devontae Parker, who has like the lowest separation numbers out of every receiver in the last 4 years.
You saw that too?
Yeah, I saw that same stat.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, he creates no separation. So, I mean, you gave him – I like Hunter Henry. I think
we
Hunter
re-signed
Henry,
him.
Yeah, Hunter Henry's a good tight end. And so is Smith, Jonnu Smith.
Mm-hmm. We don't have him no more.
Yeah, y'all don't have him no more. But I like those. Y'all get good tight ends. But, man, y'all are terrible at drafting wide receivers, man. Terrible at drafting wide receivers.
Horrible. And you know when I've realized it? There's one player in particular.
Nelson Aguilar.
No, I'm talking about who we drafted.
Oh, not Nelson Aguilar. What's his fucking name? N'Keal Harry. Yeah, N'Keal Harry.
Son, I can't stand that when we drafted him. I'm like, bro, come on. Yeah. I was like, okay, at least we drafted a wide receiver, but come on.
Last pick of the draft. Well, N'Keal Harry was the last pick of the draft?
Not of the draft, but of the first round.
Oh, the first round. Okay. Yeah, that was the year y'all were coming off the Super Bowl victory.
Yep.
That's tragic, bro.
Yeah, see, last pick of the first round. Ridiculous.
Okay, I got you.
And he's only had 2 big catches in his career. One against us. Fantasy may remember this. It was Mac Jones' rookie year. He threw a deep pass to N'Keal Harry. Somehow he managed to catch the bitch. And then I think either that same year or the year after, he got shipped off to Chicago, and he had like a 30, 40-yard catch in Chicago. And that was it.
Yeah. He has only played in 2 games. No fucking way. No way he's only played in 2 games in his entire career.
Yeah, because his rookie year, he was mostly hurt. His second year, he was mostly hurt. His third, he either lasted to his third year or his fourth year, and we got rid of him.
Dog,
we picked him in the first round. We traded him off for like a 6th or 7th.
I don't know why I just can't. Bro, the man is 26 years old.
Yeah, he ain't playing many games. He was hurt a lot. Like, I think he's relegated to the.
He played in 9 games technically this season, but he had 0 catches.
See? Who'd he play with? Chicago?
Minnesota.
See?
His first 3 years, he had 5 games started, 9 games started, 4 games started. Then he went to Chicago, and he didn't even start any games, but he played in 7 of them, had 7 receptions.
What's his longest catch?
49 yards with Chicago last year.
See? Yep.
His longest one he had with New England was 43 the year before he went to Chicago. $64th, that is tragic. And what I want people to realize is that are career numbers through 5 years in the league.
He scored a touchdown every year, basically.
Yeah. 5 years in the league. That breaks down to about 125 yards a season.
Do you ever seen the videos from the dude called Route God?
Yes.
He did one, or there was a video talking about him working with Laquan Treadwell, and one of the comments, one of the dudes in the video was saying, "Yeah, don't sleep on him." I started reading the comments, and everybody's like, "If we've been sleeping on him, we've been sleeping for a long time." I'm like, bro, if we've been sleeping on him, he's been a ghost coming into the league.
Oh God.
No,
I mean, he got hurt when he was this rookie season.
Yeah, he came out of Ole Miss.
Yeah, he got hurt his rookie season with Minnesota, and it wasn't really the same after that. But all right, Jared, bro, any last words, man? Anything else you want to get in?
No, I think that's about it.
All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll probably be back same time next week or so. I think the lives are better. Just gives more interaction, gives more people to pages. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff they do here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere we're at. Go check us out on iHeart, Spotify, TikTok, everything. We're all over the place. We got to work. I got to work more. I got to start bringing my computer more on jobs, so when I'm out of town, I can work on everything.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna start doing some on my side too.
Terrell Pryor has better stats than Nikhil Harry. That's a bad name to put next to him. That's a bad.
You know that's why. You know why it's bad? He was a quarterback and then switched to wide receiver.
Yeah,
that's bad.
All right. Well, thank y'all everybody for joining. Like I said, love the comments, love everybody participating, and we'll be back next week.
Before y'all hop off, go ahead. I just wanted to give a special shout out to Jacob and I call him J Rad. I don't know what his host name is, but I want to just wish these brothers success with this podcast, and it was a privilege being on here.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
And this is outside of the football, but be on the lookout for more music from Jada Connect coming soon.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, I wish my brothers the greatest success with this podcast, and it's a privilege to be on here. Thank y'all for having me.
I appreciate it.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Always. All right, Jared. We'll see y'all next week. Go ahead and hit us out, Jared.